I think we're just going to go to the Olympics. I would play the music, but, you know, copyright, all that kind of stuff. Let's talk about that. All right, my friends, welcome back in. I have a fork in my hand. I'm about to have lunch. Edit that out. No, not going to do that. We're not going to show you the Nations League semifinal and potentially final because, my friend, I'm going to put the fork down because I'm going to use it like a pen. There we go. Because we won our Nations League A group, the top 2 teams qualify for the Gold Cup, so we've qualified for the Gold Cup. There is no benefit to winning these games besides hardware, is what I'm taking away from this right now. Winner qualifies to the final. Cool. Final. Nothing. You just win it, I guess. I could be wrong. It's a new thing, the Nations League in CONCACAF, so figuring out what all that means and all that kind of stuff. You will notice moving forward on the channel, at least until further notice, I'm going to go back to playing stock. I, for like a couple episodes, installed logo packs and face packs and the name fix and all that kind of stuff. 2 Game, which is the affiliate program I've been talking about, has nixed everybody, not just me. So it's not just like because of my channel or something like that, where there is something going on with licensing, and obviously some of the sites that were promoting logo packs and face packs were also affiliates with 2 Game. And so they've shut down affiliate stuff with everybody in Football Manager. Like, they are not paying commissions or allowing discounts on Football Manager. And so as part of that, with that kind of stuff going on, it kind of bums me out, but I'm going to go back to playing stock. So that means, like, if you go look at our roster here, you can see John Brooks because he's in the stock game. You can see Anthony Robinson because he's in the stock game, but you can't see Anel. You can't see Tyler Adams, but you can't see Weston McKennie. Stuff like that. So we're going to go back to playing stock. But all that to say, I'm obviously going to play the Olympics theme song. Is there a theme song? There is, right? There's a thing that has always played here in the U.S. that I'm assuming is the theme song, but I actually don't know if that's just a U.S. thing or not. So I'm not going to show you the Nations League semifinal because I don't think it matters, ? However, the Olympics are coming in July. So I'm going to hop us forward to that. I just wanted to be able to play through those games, but show you. We don't know who we're playing yet. Oh, that's right. We're going to do the draw. So let's do it. We've got the first seeds here: France, Japan, Germany, Romania. Second seeds: Ivory Coast, Senegal, Nigeria, Spain. I mean, where are we? We are 4th seed. Now, hopefully it's just alphabetical. So it's not like we're dead last seed, but we are 4th seed. Let's just draw all the teams. All right, Japan, New Zealand, Spain. Who knows if that means anything? Obviously, Spain from a international standpoint is 6th. How good is their under 23 team? I have no idea. New Zealand is 121st, and yet was higher than us in the draw, which is also, but you know, maybe they've done well in the Olympics recently. I don't know. And Japan is 54. So from that, you could argue potentially we've got a chance. I have no idea. So let's hop forward and we'll see what happens here. And I'll bring you back for what we'll do. We'll click continue. We'll go ahead and figure out who we're playing for. Let's do we'll do the first 2 games and see how that ends up. Yeah, that probably makes sense. I'm moving forward so it'll actually appear on the schedule. Come on. Here we go. So we take, ooh, Spain, big one. Yeah, Spain or New Zealand. That'll kind of determine our fate. Let's hop forward. A few other things I forgot to mention. I've got a list. I have a goal to show you. Jordan Morris scored a pretty nice one against Wales. Jack Harrison, who was mentioned in the comments, I'm sorry I don't have pulled up who actually mentioned him, has elected to switch to us from England. So we've already debuted him against Costa Rica in a friendly, but he's not cap tied to us. He's capped, but not cap tied, meaning declared or tied. Like, he could still switch if he wanted to. But I think he looks pretty good. 23-year-old, needs to work on the concentration decisions, but everything else looks pretty tasty. Likes to beat man repeatedly. Is that a new player trait? That doesn't read well. Anyway, hugs the line, cuts inside from the right wing, yada, yada, yada. So we've called him up because, again, The good part of the Nations League semifinal is they do count as official competitions, and therefore, if he plays in that game, he is tied to us. Also, we've called up Nicholas Hansen, who, my friends, has Danish and Brazilian eligibility. He's halfway-ish to English eligibility. He's willing to play for us. He plays for Everton. He's got one start, conceded one on a 7.5. I mean, he's 18. Of the available under anything players, he's by far the highest potential keeper we've got. So he is definitely going to play in that game. He probably won't start, but he's going to be one of our subs. Callan Acosta has broken his leg, and so he's out. And so we've called Keaton Parks and Michael Bradley in from a midfield standpoint to try and balance out the midfield a little bit. Josie's back from injury. He's been in and out with injury. It's been crazy. And I've also called in Joe Scally. He doesn't have eligibility anywhere else, but he looks pretty good as a right back. Like, it's kind of a toss-up between he and Reggie Cannon as like the rotational guy. Because right now, honestly, the best right back we've got, not the best. Yedlin's probably better, but Olasunde is younger, and I'd like to see if his potential could increase. That's just our opinion of his potential. But Justin Glad can play there, but he's really more of a center back. So we're going to bring in Scally because he's got a high potential and see if we can, get him, some higher reputation. He's playing internationally now, right? Major League Soccer, 14 starts on a 6.91. It's not like he's not playing, so he's actually playing as a 17-year-old. So we're going to bring him up and, start working him into the squad. I am kind of getting to the point now, right, where World Cup qualification starts in September. So although we theoretically will have the semifinal and the final here where we could cap tie a bunch of other players, I also want to kind of start settling in on, like, this is going to be the squad of guys we take to World Cup qualification. So Joe is the exception to that rule. I didn't bring up Yedlin because he's not playing well for Newcastle right now. And so we kind of see how these things go. I might change out Villafana, but he looks pretty good in comparison to... it's not going to list him here, is it? Fabian... who is... he's doing really well. He's in a league we don't have loaded, though, and he's 31. And so, I want to bring him, but his tackling's not as good. So from, an actual left-back standpoint, his tackling is better, playing, even as a wing-back or complete wing-back. So you miss out potentially for some of the attacking options, but his defensive is a little bit better, which for, again, World Cup qualification is going to be important. Again, we want Anthony Robinson to just take it and run with it, but we definitely do need to have that rotational player. So from the schedule standpoint, we played Wales and Costa Rica. We had some friendlies get canceled because the competition's popping up and the things we had already scheduled got canceled. But I just wanted to show you this Jordan Morris goal, assuming it still is going to load it. 85th minute to kind of put the game away. I've not done this in FM20 where we're going back in, and so we'll have to see. That's weird. It's gone all black on us. Ooh, have I broken the game? All right, here we go. We battered them. Gareth Bale had a disallowed... goal for being offside, but what is happening? This is all kinds of strange, but I just thought that was a good enough goal to show you. That is what's going on from an update standpoint. Now let's hop forward and I'll come back for the Olympics. The other thing just popping in here is you might have noticed Josh Sargent was not part of the squad. He's got 15 starts, 2 goals in the Bundesliga. He's out of form. He's got to up his game. So instead apparently we've set some friendlies. I'm not setting those. Interesting. Also, the Olympics are in Japan, so we're playing the home team anyway. But essentially, Falarin here beats him out, even though he's not really playing as much. But at least, if we're going to give a guy a chance who's young, let's get him integrated in the squad. I feel bad for Josh. I'm not saying he's out of World Cup qualification running, but it's we should beat Honduras here. So, let's play the other guy and not make Josh fly all the way across the Atlantic. We're in the Nations League final against Mexico. It's 1-1, my friends. We scored the opening goal, of course, and then conceded. And it's gone to penalties after extra time. Everyone is knackered. Tim Weah was dying out on the pitch, but he is our second best penalty taker. Really, you could argue potentially with the composure versus the finishing might be our best penalty taker. So that's why he's going second, because traditionally the first penalty taker does not do well for me. If you've watched my channel before, if you haven't, that's what you're looking forward to here. A straight miss. That was a Michael Bradley miss. He's done that before. Altidore, what's he gonna do? What's he gonna do, my friends? Blocked, of course. Of course. At least it was on frame. Lozano was causing us trouble. They kind of dominated the second half. Stefan just stands there. Excellent job, sir. You'll note it was pretty even on the shots, and then they just kind of blew us away. 34 shots to 14, but we didn't concede the second one. Tim Weah, can he equalize? He does. Composed finish from the youngster. Love it. Gutierrez steps up. Can he sky one? Man, it's been a while since I've seen a penalty skied at like this kind of level. Stefan has to move his feet. Is he glued? We got to check his cleats. Did somebody from the Mexican national team come spray the bottom of his cleats? Is glued to the ground. Keaton Parks, who has subbed in because of his penalty taking, gets it blocked. Because, of course, he did, and now Mexico is going to win. Aren't you glad that I showed you that? Again, this doesn't really matter. I'm sure it's like bragging rights and whatever, but it's like, well, oh, that's terrible. He's terrible. Stefan is terrible at this. We're already in the Gold Cup. I don't really care. I'm glad we cap-tied some players. I thought I'd show it to you because I thought it was interesting, but I like the, oh no, I've set Michael Bradley up for failure. If it's blocked, it's over, and then all the haters are going to hate Michael Bradley. Oh no, we got to make our next two and get some help. He gets it in. It's not going to be Bradley's fault. It's probably Stefan for standing there. Like, oh, the ball went in. Oh, it went in again. Oh, I can move? Maybe it's the thing with, like, moving off your line. Maybe he's too nervous about that. He's just like, maybe they'll just hit it right at me down the middle. They're going to make this, and it's going to be sad. Please sky this. Looks like he was a substitute. So did they bring him in for his penalty taking, or is he like a center back? Huh? Maybe he's nervous. He's a young lad. He's dancing. And it goes in. They went all to the same side, didn't they? Aside from the Raul, who completely missed. Mexico wins 4-2, and they get a trophy, and nothing else? Okay, enjoy. Also, I should add, that's probably more than fair of a result based off of where the U.S. is in reality right now. So, fair. Funny thing, it's just... Of course, it's not going to show you now. Of course, that's super useful now that we're actually here. Yeah, you can only have 18 players in the squad. Not 23, not 30. 23 is like the normal, right? Like usually have like 12 subs. Yeah, 18. Don't worry, my friends. The games are 3 days apart. It's almost like you kind of hope you get knocked out, you know? What I also found a bit strange, lads, is our assistant set up 2 friendlies. Like, again, I think there's a thing where it's like, I can't give, like, we have the under 23 thing. It asked me again if I want to be in charge. I was like, yes. And then I checked the staff responsibility. There's not a staff responsibility section for under 23. It's like that because it only happens every so often. It just randomly happens. So the assistant manager is doing what they would do if they were in charge of a under 21, 20, 19, 18, whatever team, and setting up friendlies and doing stuff like that. So they went ahead and set up France away from home. I guess we're working our way from the time zone standpoint. So we fly to France. We get battered 5-1 with a red card in the 30 or double yellow, whatever, in the 38th minute. And then it's all downhill from there, my friends. I mean, it was already 3-1. And then they get the penalty based off of that. So it's 4-1 and it ends up 5-1. So to be fair, we only conceded one other goal after the penalty. So like, good on you, mate. Then we go to South Korea because we're trying to get to Japan. Because I want to say, right, the game is in Japan. Yep. Or the Olympics are in Japan. And we smashed South Korea 5-1. So now we're in the right area of the world. Okay, that's good. I didn't get to choose who played and whatever. So here we go. We're taking on Spain. We're just going to do, I think, the Spanish game because of the penalties and the Nations League thing that I showed you. I don't want this to be a forever long episode. So, my friends, Oh, he's at 20. He's at 89%. But we kind of need him. Or do we? You know what? I want to play Fabian. I guess I should walk you through why I selected the people I selected. So you can take 3 over 23 players, which you can't do in qualifying, which I guess makes sense. Like you smashing the smaller teams with your senior team advantage. So we brought Zach Steffen because again our goalkeepers at the under 23, under anything level are not great. Nicholas Hansen is one of them, and he is decent potential, but he's not a starter. Right, so we brought Ethan Horvath and Zach Steffen because I was like, I can't. If one of them gets injured, it's Nicholas, and he's a 2-star. And he's not match sharp. That's not very good. I brought Ola Sunday because he can play. When you go to an 18-man squad, you have to have versatile players, and that's what it kind of came down to. So like Josh Sargent misses out because he can only play striker. He can't play any other attacking midfield role. Sorry, bro. He's also not in form. He scored 2 goals this season in 26 appearances in the Bundesliga. Not ideal, but Olasunde here could play center back, could play right wing if we had to have him up there, and obviously plays right back, so that's good. Brought Justin Glad because he plays center back and right back. Brian Okoa because he's either-footed center back, so he kind of covers the 2 spots in the middle. Fabian because he covers everything up and down the left wing. Anel because he's a midfielder and a D. We only had so many midfielders we brought, so I'm a little nervous about that. We only have 1 substitute, so I thought about against Spain playing like a 4-4-1-1 or a 4-4-2, which I may actually change my mind because these guys are going to get super tired. And then it's like, you don't beat Spain, that's fine. Beat the other 2 teams, you get through the next round, right? So we may do that because we have on the wing, right, Pulisic, Weah, and then Thalerin up top. Emmanuel Sabi and Jonathan Amon can play on the wing and up top as well. So we have, I guess, a little bit more depth at that. I actually think I've convinced myself we're going to do that. We're going to go 4-4-1-1 so that I could take, like a Weston McKennie or Tyler Adams is at 88% too, and play Anel instead, and then put somebody else up top, or Sabi could play the attacking midfield 4-4-1-1, something like that. I mean, he obviously knows the other one better, but Weah can play anywhere up top, right? Pulisic can play anywhere except like from midfield up, except the center midfield, which in a pinch he could. Tyler Adams can help cover right back, and everywhere else. Talk about a versatile player. Keaton Parks is up and down the spine. So it brought some depth, right? And then Cameron Carter-Vickers is just a center back, but like we kind of needed the depth there. And he was our better available option. Like we didn't have another option that could play left or right back and center back that was like significantly or even like close enough to being a 3-star to justify it. So that's where we're at. So let me change the tactic real quick. This is what I figured out. It's 4-3-3, I guess. So it's kind of like 4-4-2, just way more forward. But we put, I could put him here, right? But I don't think that's really our best choice. So there's a big gap there. So deep line playmaker. So he's going to sit back here. Adams is running around, winning the ball back to start the counterattack. We're going more direct set pieces, yada, yada, yada. I don't think it's going to go well against Spain, let's be honest. So we'd like to be able to substitute some of these guys off and bring on the rotational players so that in 3 days' time they can play an actual game is kind of where I'm at with it. And because of that, I think I'm going to start Cameron Carter-Vickers so that if we need to, Justin Glide can play right back next time. But what this gives us now, we've got 2 players on the bench to come in for our midfielders. And then Keaton Parks could play on the attacking midfield role. And Eamon can play on the left. I mean, it's 18. I don't know. It's a bad idea, but familiarity is not great. 18 players is crazy. I guess I knew that, but it's been so long since the U.S. has been in the... I think I've heard it more with the women, honestly, with the Women's World Cup, talking about getting the roster down and having to have really versatile players, and it just never triggered in my brain. I was like, oh, right. So yeah, that's... We're going to try and ping it up quickly, I guess. Oh, man, this is a bad idea. Is what it is. Tyler Adams has got to come off. He's at 88%, and we haven't even started playing yet. Good luck, Tyler. Thanks for playing. Thanks for being here. They're playing a 4-1-2-3 DM. Assistant has not given them a morale boost. That's good. That's, yeah. They've already had a shot. Oh, goodness. Oh, no. Oh, no. Early days. I mean, we'd take a draw. We would. We would gladly. Oh, here it comes. Here's the crowd. Hey, look. Oh, no, that was... Yeah, okay. It's not the same guy. Never mind. And we're shouting. Come on, boys. We got a good mix of experience in the squad. Not really. Johnson's oldest player. Oh, boy. It's not good. Cameron Carter Vickers. What's he got? CCV. Plays it to Adams. Turns. Plays it to no one. Excellent, but we're closing down. Oh, mate, if you'd close down more to cut that passing angle off, and then Weah could have closed down the other angle, we might have actually won that ball back. Instead, they've gotten right through. I mean, this is what you expect when Spain takes on the U.S., right? Like, this shouldn't surprise anybody. I can't remember if I already said this. I'm wearing a shirt with blue and green stripes, and I'm blending into the background. Enjoy that. Oh, they're hold the phone, people. Yes, their right back is knackered, so we're going to exploit the left and overlap the left. Let's see if we can get something going on that side of the pitch. CCV plays it. You obviously can't hear me shouting. I'm on the other side. Pulisic, get rid, man. Ooh, goodness. Anel to Olasunde to Pulisic to Anel, because I'm not trying his last name. Tyler Adams back to Anel. Okay, I thought that was going to get intercepted there. Pulisic, can he find his man? Tim Weah! Timothy Weah! Gets us back into it. Drink my nondescript. Oh, it's clear because it's green. It's a green bottle. Ginger ale from my tummy. We'll take it. That was lovely. Oh. Great. It doesn't really show you anything, does it? I can't remember which line is which. Yes. Okay, that's the overlap. I'm like, what are we... What adjustment are we making that I've forgotten already? Could be worse, he says, with enough time for it to get worse. Okay. Anel, Adams, Anel. Get past... Onesie-twosie past that man, please. Okay, plays that out to Pulisic, who's waiting. Can he take on his man? The dude slid, man. He slid. You had time to make a decision. Oh, goodness. That was poor. That was poor. Come back and help out Timothy Weah. I know you just scored and you're all like, but, you know, it'd be great if you would prevent them from scoring right before half. That would be devastating. I feel like we're going to have some devastation here. Come on, referee. Referee. I like how Weah is just hanging out. Just hanging out. Stefan with a monster save there. Again, long shots. Lots of long shots. They've only had 3, but the highlights, I guess. Whoa! We had men on the post. It was fine. All right, boys. I'm very happy with the things they're going. Keep it up, lads. Interesting take, I guess. Ooh. The attacking guys are not loving life right now. Would it be better? Let's try. I want to try just about anything, to be honest with you. Let's put him on deep lying forward. Come in. Or no, pressing forward. Yes. Yes. Let's press them, lads. Let's win the ball back. It's fine. We got Christian Pulisic behind us. Things are fine. A little jittery there on the... Oh, they're bringing on a wonder kid. They've already made their substitutions. We're playing the long game, boys. Was that a shot? Or a Schross? Is that what just happened? A Schross? It's not going perfect, you could say. Adams needs to come off. So we're going to rotate in McKennie, who's also a ball-winning midfielder. We're going to switch these guys over. As you do. Deep line playmaker. So as way as cutting your McKinney can just go destroy someone's face. And then we're gonna take, I think we're gonna take Fellerin off. He's our better of the two strikers. But what do we do with his spot? Jonathan Amon, who... Okay. He's really one of these. And then we could put Pulisic at the 10. And then you can just be an advanced forward. Kind of the same idea. Right? Ish. Same idea-ish. What happened there? No one knows. Why is it 18? I'm very confused as to why that would even be a thing, you know? They're going more attacking. Well, it'll work. Eamon heads it away. Weah flicks it on, and then, you know, that's cool. That's cool. You just do you, man. Don't come after that. It's not like we're behind trying to win the ball back. I know you're waiting for it. You're like Jamie Vardying it. I'm just hanging out waiting on the ball, but, you know, it's Spain. It'd be helpful if you'd participate. Junior Firpo flicks, it's not far enough away. Oh, good slide tackle there. Was that a Nell? Weah plays it out wide. Eamon can't get to that. That's a poor pass. We had runners streaking forward. We're doing direct counterattack, not wing play. Weah's confused. Goes back to Firpo. Sounds like a goal, doesn't it? Yeah. Yeah, you could just kind of tell that's where that was heading. You could just kind of tell, my friends. Just 20 minutes left in the game. I think we're going to do Keaton Parkinson for Christian. Well, Christian is important. You know what I'm saying? He's an important member of the team. So we need him for the next game. I kind of figured this might happen, right? You kind of try and plan for that a little bit. I mean, sure. Let's try attacking. Let's just see what happens. I'll be mad if we score 3 goals. Just going to say. Pings it out. But, again, at least you kind of get it out of the way at the beginning. And that, I think New Zealand is the next one. Nice tackle, Fabian. Plays it. Up top. Sabi's there. Oh, it's not going to fall in. Camera angle. Poor. Oh, win that, man. Is that Fabian? No, it's Keaton Parks. You just came in, son. Run a little harder. You know what I'm saying? That was like a light jog. What's up with that? Ooh, okay. Oh. Whoa. Okay. Yeah, let's not waste our energy. It's just don't worry about it, boys. Don't worry about it. Not the way you want to start off the Olympics in Japan. You know, we're jet lagged. I know I just said something about us going oceans, plane rides, but ignore that I said that. That was a good save by Stefan. He needs some help there from Ola Sunday. I'm just saying. Ola Sunday, the save was so good he wasn't expecting it. I don't know what to say. Should I just cut the edit? Hey, we lost, you know? Maybe we'll get something out of it. Tim Weah. He's got 1. Can he get an assist? He plays it back to Fabian, who holds up the ball. And lets them... Okay, that's fantastic. Okay, so Greg Berhalter's not in charge. What are we doing? We're down by 3 goals. Good grief. Oh, of course. McKennie. Oh, the ball winning hitter doesn't win the ball. The counterattack is on. Zach Stefan's sitting there and chips it over. They've had 20 shots. 11 of them on target. They're working on the goal. Oh, jeez. You gotta be kidding me. I didn't even see who it was. You'll have to tell. I'll look at it when I edit it, I guess. I'm not going back. This is what you call a confidence building game. For one of the teams. This, you know, 5-1. We've had a 5-1 and a 5-1. And a 5-1. Right? Like, all 3 of our games and leading up to this, right? Or the 2 friendlies leading up to this. It's a good learning experience for. I'm trying. What do you say to your team after you get smashed 5-1? You say they're Spain, we're not. Enjoy. Oh, Sunday commits. Oh boy. Oh, come on, guys. Could you just? Should we have parked the bus? Could you not? Could you not make it 6-1? There's some elegance to it being 5-1. I'm just saying. That was poor. Maybe it's the directness. Maybe we should try fluid counterattack or wing play. Wing plays worked really well. I mean, I'm just saying, against Spain, that was kind of the idea, right? It has not worked. Oh, CC. Oh, my. Conway puts it up for a corner and then yells at his teammates. That's what you do. But that's the idea, right? We go back to how we normally... We're going to confuse... Oh, I thought it was going to be another penalty. I was about to be very, very upset. We go back to playing the other way in the other games. The good news is we're not as tired as them. You were unlucky today, but it was a good effort. Oh, he's individually telling everybody that. Oh, he's a hands-on. Tell the team the performance was disappointing. Show me something else in the second half. Mate, the game's over. The players, I mean, he's got him fired up. And the atmosphere amongst the squad is growing. Way to go. Way to go, mate. Now we take on New Zealand. We got to win that game. It's got to be, I think, a decent-sized win. And then we take on Japan. In the Olympics, my friends. I just think that's kind of unbelievable that it's 5-1, 5-1, 5-1. Can we do it again? Can we do a 5-1 next time? That'll be the next episode, my friends. That'll be the next episode. Because I got to record it. Because it's in 2 days. If you've enjoyed that, I guess hit the like button. We're learning. We're learning about the functionality of the under-23s. I had a great comment. Gordon, I think it was in the comments, said that you probably didn't have Olympic stuff with Ireland because that's under-21 in Ireland, and then you had an under-21 manager who would have managed that. I just don't remember getting prompted to ask if I wanted to do it. I guess they just automatically did it. But, my friends, if you've enjoyed that, hit that like button. We'll see you next time. Have a good one.